How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. Also got to put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about ChargePoint. I know what you're saying, Dre, you talked about ChargePoint yesterday. Yes, it's one of my high conviction plays, but they hit us up with another update. So before we get into it, of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're considering to take a position, I suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the recent press release. Yes, they're going to be partnering with Mercedes. Yes. ChargePoint is going to be partnering with Mercedes. We'll go into more details when we go over that press release so you're up to date. Secondly, then we're going to take a look doing a technical analysis. Many of you, I don't want you FOMOing into this play. Of course, it is a long-term play at the end of the day, but it is a growth stock and it does come with a lot of volatility. So when we do the technical analysis, you'll be aware of where the support, where the resistance areas are, so you can get this stock at a good price. And then third, we're going to take a look at the short interest information. Believe it or not, there has been an update since we covered it yesterday, and we're going to go over that. And then when all of that is done, we're going to be going over the final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So let's get into it. Recent press release that came out for ChargePoint. So here we go. So ChargePoint partners with Mercedes to power industry-leading EV charging experience. Complete Mercedes MeCharge charging solution offers access to the largest number of places to charge in North America and seamless integration in vehicle and in app. ChargePoint, a leading electric vehicle charging network along with Mercedes Benz USA, today announced a new benchmark in EV charging in North America. Mercedes MeCharge to be launched with the all-new EQS all-electric luxury sedan and available in all EQ future mobility products from Mercedes EQ. The collaboration has produced an industry-leading charging experience that empowers drivers to charge when, where, and how they want with seamless access to EV charging from ChargePoint and other networks. ChargePoint's integration of multiple charging network operators offers Mercedes MeCharge drivers a frictionless cross-charging network experience without the need for multiple charging networks, subscriptions, or charging cards. These drivers will be able to find, use, and pay for a charging session either from inside the vehicle or from the Mercedes MeCharge mobile app. Drivers with a Mercedes MeCharge account will have access to the largest collection of places to charge in North America, spanning public and semi-public settings. This includes nearly 60,000 public places to charge on the ChargePoint network, such as those located at workplaces, shopping malls, hotels, and multi-family residences. Drivers will have the option to use plug-and charge on DC stations on the ChargePoint network and others. Mercedes MeCharge drivers will enjoy hassle-free payment with transparent pricing up front and automatic payment capabilities also enabled by ChargePoint. The drivers only required to choose a preferred payment method once. Thereafter, future charging sessions are automatically debited and listed in a monthly invoice. As the world transitions to electric mobility, software plays an important role in fueling, and ChargePoint is proud to power seamless access to EV charging in-vehicle and in-app for Mercedes EQ drivers, said Bill Lothewell, Senior Vice President of Product at ChargePoint. Mercedes is redefining the automobile once again, delivering a superior driving experience that includes seamless charging. ChargePoint will continue to power experiences that make the transition to electric mobility easy. ChargePoint's growing network offers drivers a choice to charge using level 2 or DC fast charging. With ChargePoint, whether it's a workday or a getaway weekend, EV drivers can easily find, use, and pay for charging where they spend their time at the office, whether it's at a favorite retailer, city parking, or along the highway, all from inside the vehicle or a mobile app. The transition to electric mobility is well underway and is proving to be more efficient, easier, and more connected than ever. This expanded relationship with Mercedes Mercedes Benz USA affirms ChargePoint's commitment to ensuring a seamless driver experience to those making the shift to electric. So this is definitely some great news for ChargePoint, and the matter of the fact is they are definitely solidifying themselves as a leader in the charging station space. I know there are other companies that are out there, but I must say when it comes to investing in certain companies, it's always great to go with those market leaders, because then you could be able to really see the benefits of your investments actually paying off. Because if there's any type of a shift or they end up releasing some sort of a press release, then you end up seeing some strong moves to the upside and just more strength in the overall stock in general. So we're going to do a technical analysis for ChargePoint. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $31.96, being up 61 cents, which is 1.95%. We can see in after hours it's now at $32.18, but let's see where it fluctuated on the day. On the low it tested $30.60, and then on the high testing $33.28. So of course we want to see how it's lining up with our indicators. We are using the 1-year daily chart. We take a look at the RSI over here. Yes, it is running real hot, being just under 69. So if you're going to be paying this price at where ChargePoint is at, just know that you're going to be paying a premium. It is showing strength, of course, above the 200-day, the 21-day EMA, and as well as the 100-day, as you can see it running up here. If it's able to actually get past this area of resistance right around this 33.30 level, then definitely I'll look forward to seeing if it can get quickly into that 333.86, making that move to $34. Another thing to do, keep in mind of the fact, if there's a lot of buying volume and there's a lot of pressure, it could easily get to 35. But I myself personally would not be getting into a starter position at these prices for ChargePoint. One thing that was very interesting to see today, though, ChargePoint was using that $30 area as an area of resistance. And we can see this on the chart that, you know what, there is some support there. So it'll be very interesting to see how long this actually holds up. But for now, this is what it's looking like, and this is what the chart is actually telling us. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for ChargePoint. We took a look at it yesterday, so we want to see what the update is for today. So the short volume ratio is at 10%. So it seems like it creeped up, but we'll check that later on. So what does this look like? So out of 8.6 million shares that were traded, we had 884,559 of these shares actually sold short, and this was updated at end of day yesterday. As we scroll down on the page, short shares availability is at 1.6 million, and as far as for the short ball free rate, it is at 10.51%. Course, updated 6 minutes ago as well. If we take a look at the short volume ratio to history, like I was saying previously, so on the 15th it was at 8.81, and the fact that it's now at 10.26, that means we have some shorts that are starting to get back into ChargePoint. It has been running up fairly strong due to some recent catalysts that have been coming through for this stock, so this is of no surprise. But do keep in mind, since it's still only at 10%, this is not a big concern as of yet, and as long as ChargePoint continues to keep those catalysts coming and improving their overall operations, I can still see some more room for the upside. So for my final thoughts for ChargePoint, this is definitely some great news having this partnership with Mercedes. We know Mercedes is a well-known brand, and when they get more electrical vehicles on the road, many people are going to stick to the brands that they are familiar with. So this does give a lot of exposure for ChargePoint having access to these customers and having this through a software platform. So taking all of this into consideration, this is why I always emphasize when you're going into a particular stock, is it a market leader? Because if it is, and there's a lot of growth in that sector, and also that company's doing what they need to do on the operation side to continue that growth, you're going to see a lot of upside. And this is what we are seeing from ChargePoint. So if you have this on your watch list waiting to get into a position, to make sure you do not forget about it. Do not ignore it. Secondly, we've seen that the short interest has been creeping up a little bit, which is of no surprise because ChargePoint is really hot right now. If you're going to be paying the current price of where it's at, you are going to be paying a premium, and I want to make sure you're aware of that. This is a growth stock also at the end of the day, so it's going to have its volatility, it's going to have its ups and downs. So it's a lot better for you to use a dollar cost averaging approach and making sure the first starter position that you go in with, you're you're not going with a big lump sum. You can spread out your position over 4. So what does this mean? If it pulls back 4 times, you have the opportunity to take advantage of those pullbacks 4 times. And then you can decide how much money you want to allocate for each of those pullbacks. Just a little bit of a quick hack to help you grow your portfolio. But for the most part, you guys already know I am definitely high on ChargePoint. Big time high conviction for this play. I know the stock is going to be going places, and that's why I want to make sure you keep it on your radar. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.